Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, this is Blazer the Morkie, and we are here with your reading for the next 10 days. Today we'll be pulling a card for your overall energy. We're going to take a look at your specific energies and then the energies of the person or situation connected to you. We will then see how they mingle and dance in the middle, and we'll close it off with an oracle card for the Saggy Collective. Keeping in mind these are general readings. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. You may want to check out your sun, moon, rising, and north node readings for additional context and texture. And certainly be sure to check the description below. Make sure to like, comment, and get involved with the creators community. I'm here every other Sunday from 7 to 8 Central doing questions, live questions, and you can come in and join the party. Would love to see you there. Be sure you're following me on Instagram at Creators on the Crest so you can keep an eye on those stories and watch for those specials. Okay, let's get going, Saggy. You're ready to get into this, and your overall energy is spring. This is really interesting because Aquarius had fall, Aries had summer, and now you have spring energy. Very, very interesting. And I know that in the southern hemisphere, you know, isn't it amazing how one part of the world can be experiencing one season and the other part another? Now, this doesn't mean necessarily you're experiencing spring right now, but you could feel a sense of renewal. And it may be in this relationship or it may be within yourself. But let's see if we can take a look here and figure this out. Okay, Saggy, on your side, you bring in the King of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Five of Wands. You're giving me a whole lot of different energies here. On the one hand, you're showing me a real mastery of your physical and material world, your stability. You're feeling pretty stable in and of yourself right now, or what you've been doing. Okay, I like that. I feel like something has come through for you because you feel that you're in a position of power, and I'm feeling that position of power. Now with the Page of Cups, you may be trying to open up emotionally to something here. There may be something that has previously eluded you, emotionally speaking, and you're trying to get curious and grab onto that. Could be working with a certain emotion or just your emotional processing, perhaps. We'll see when we clarify. You have the Five of Wands here, which is a card of conflict, but also to me, I'm getting more of a sense this time of like a revolution. So maybe you're going through your own kind of fiery, exciting revolution and revolutionizing your life. Or maybe it's a product that you've put out there, or maybe it's your message, right? I'm definitely feeling that revolutionary energy. It doesn't necessarily feel bad. It feels like the kind of energy that might push the edges a little bit, but in a good way. For the person connected to you, they get the 10 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. To some degree, they also feel pretty good about the material world here. They may still be working on things or maybe looking for a change in job, perhaps. They also give me that sense of a revolutionary energy, but you have the wands, the fire, they have the swords. You could be dealing with an air sign here. So it's very interesting to me, though, that I get that revolutionary feeling from both of you. Maybe both of you are revolutionizing your lives, but in your own unique way. In the connecting energies, you have the 2 of Wands and the Queen of Cups. I think the two of you can stand together from the heart, whether this is a romantic relationship or a friend connection, family member, just someone you really love and care about. I think it's really cool how the two of you can stand together here. So we've got renewal, we've got revolution. Let's see what's going on. Let's look at this King of Pentacles for you. The King of Swords and the Empress. Okay, I actually like this energy. We have quite a few kings here, the swords and the pentacles, the air and the earth, and then we've got the feminine energy of the Empress coming in, which I feel like balances out the masculine energies. So I think you balancing out your own masculine, feminine, the positive and negative, the right and left side of the body, the right and left side of the brain. You working on these kinds of energies of balancing is going really, really well. These characters all feel, these archetypes all feel very empowered to me, and they feel like they're in a position of authority, of knowledge and wisdom, but also of receptivity. And specifically, I'm getting with the vibes and the energies that the universe is sending your way. So I'm really liking that energy. Some of you have worked very hard to get that into balance for yourself, and you deserve to be acknowledged for that. So I really love that. It's a really good place to be within oneself. The Page of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Swords and the Four of Cups. Now, I'm picking up for some of you that there may be a little twinge of mother issues or maternal lineage issues that have bubbled up. And while I see there was love in the relationship, there was also kind of an ignorance or a not really knowing. I'm not going to necessarily point the finger and blame someone for that, but I think there's this feminine energy that was a part of your life that came off really strong, even though you may have felt like, well, I'm more evolved than them. So you may have been a child to a younger soul. You're the older soul. This happens. This is a dynamic in families. Just because someone is the elder in the family does not mean their soul has evolved to a place beyond who their children might be. And it goes both ways, right? And everything in between, right? But this to me feels like you didn't always... You might have butted heads with your mom, and that might have been a difficult relationship for you because what she had on offer, you weren't feeling the love in there. She came off a little cold, a little strong, and it was just the best she knew. I'm not saying that's okay if it hurt you at times, but there's a little bit of you that maybe wants to do a little work in that area, and a little, mother issues and mother wounding can be so hard, right? Because it's the mother we're talking about here. And sometimes working with Mother Earth and Mama Gaia can be really helpful to help hold us. That energy can hold us while we're dealing with mother issues there. Okay. All right, Saggy, it happens to all of us. At some point in time, we all deal with what we're meant to deal with, right? Let's look at this revolutionary energy that you have with this Five of Wands. You've got the Two of Wands and the Moon. Saggy, you see things happening before they happen. You feel things happening from across the world. You're very in tune with the subconscious currents and the vibrations, the subtle vibrations that are going on around the planet. I'm not surprised now that this little bit of let's work on the mother issue comes up, because with that initial King of Pentacles you started out with, that grounding into Mother Earth is going to be so, so important. So it's like you're sitting here and you are picking up energies from all across the planet, the world, maybe even star systems at times, right? At other dimensions. And you have this moon energy, and it's frustrating at times because you know that other people cannot see what you can see quite yet. So you're what I would call a forward feeler. You're in energies of what's going on all around. And therefore, your ability to have a foresight or even a premonition kind of power is a bit further along than most people. That may have been affected in your relationship with Mom here, because you were picking up on more than she was. Okay, and you kind of already knew things. Like you're telling me I already knew certain things that other people couldn't see or understand. So you may have come off as a child, or you may still come off as a bit of a rebel, okay? A bit of a revolutionary that, some people do well with that energy and they're ready for someone to kind of lead them in that rebellious energy. And there's other people who are like, No, that rocks my comfort zone. So I'm sure you've had some dealings in and out of these energies here. Let's look at this person connected to you. So they had the 10 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords here. We're going to look at this 10 of Pentacles for them. They get the Temperance card. That's you. And they get the 8 of Cups. For some of you, this could be somebody who you thought was quite stable in your life that turned their back on you. It doesn't feel that great, to be honest, in their energy. I don't think they feel that great about it. Did they get scared? Were they one of the people who couldn't handle this evolutionary energy? Were they just not ready? They were ready to think about it, but not to take action? Possibly in relationship to you? This could be a person who's just a little slower moving, and until they feel comfortable, they can't really turn toward you and offer you love in the way that you deserve. Let's look at this 2 of Pentacles. Oh boy. The 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. This person is closing out some sort of little mini cycle for themselves here. And there are times, okay, I think this person gets overwhelmed easily. They take on too much. They do it to themselves, and then they wonder why. Why is it so hard? It's like they're on a bicycle going up a hill, but they're in the wrong gear. So they're just like, wasting energy, right? They're not using the right gear to get up the hill. They want this beautiful, stable 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, but yet they push it away. They may be taking on other sorts of burdens that they don't need to take on. They could be distracting themselves. Some of you may be dealing with someone who's quite distracted, or they're just self-sabotaging for some reason. But it may have affected you personally, because I see them kind of turning away from your energy. Let's look at this 5 of Swords for them, because I kind of picked up the revolutionary energy for them too. The Ace of Swords and the Fool. Yeah, they're still being called to this. It's possible that you are dealing with an energy of a person where, for the both of you, the relationship itself will be quite revolutionary, right? Maybe it's not the best time for it. Doesn't mean it's never going to happen. We got the Spring card here. We need to maybe wait till the next cycle of spring comes around for you. You got some mother issues to work on, and they definitely burden themselves. They're too much in their head. They're overthinking, and they're having trouble with the Cups energy, with the water energies, with the emotions. Ultimately, they do have this Fool. I think they're going to step out into something new and fresh, a new version of themselves. So they may be working on the revolutionary energy I sense in them, may be their own mental, struggle with themselves, working through their thoughts. I think that's going to be their approach there. Now remember, you had the King and Queen of Swords, so you have that there. You have that stable partnership within yourself there in your mental space. They're kind of going through some of the more challenging energies. They have a really good vision, a really good outlook, really good goals, like you. You're a good goal person, goal-oriented. But they've got that block, and I feel like I said, they're just sabotaging it a little here. Yeah, they are. In the connection where you have the 2 of Wands, this is the 2 of you coming together. It's kind of this stable thing. You bring in the Judgment card, which is rebirth, forgiveness, the completion of a karmic cycle, working things out. They bring in the 5 of Wands, conflict. Now, there may be a part of this situation that there is some karma involved, and that needs to be resolved before you can kind of revolutionize this opportunity between the 2 of you. They're going to have to stop fighting it by sabotaging it and overburdening themselves and ignoring it. And I think for you, really, it is just about surrendering into the call of the revolution within you. Like, you are the revolution, right? You don't need to start an uprising or anything. You are the revolution, Saggy. You bring the revolutionary energy. So just pepper that into your goals and into what you're aiming for. For the Queen of Cups here in the connective energy, you bring in the Death card, transformation, and they bring in the Queen of Pentacles. I really like where things could go here in this connection. I feel like we could have a real stabilization of the emotional energies. Perhaps it's just your work with that little mother wounding there and their work with the sabotaging energies that will really bring in some beautiful queen energies here. And the queen, it's a nurturing. So I feel like with them bringing in the Queen of Pentacles, I do think they'll find a way to commit to nurturing this relationship with you. I do think there's love here, and this is the kind of love that transcends just more than one lifetime as well. So you may be dealing with a powerful soul connection. Do you want to get up here? Come on. No. Blaze is trying to get up now at the very end of the reading. Let's get a card from the Earth Warriors Oracle to close off your reading today, Saggy. Sagittarius, you got the number 23, Abuela Medicine, Remedy of the Grandmothers. And I love this because here we are in your reading and we're looking at, you have this little mother wound, this little thing that needs to be looked at here. And we have the Abuela Medicine. So we have energies in your maternal line, and we have the overall energy of spring. So the energies of your maternal line are bringing in renewal to you to support you in healing up this issue, which is impacting the revolutionary energies of the relationship that you're dealing with here. I really think this is looking good if you can really look into these mother wounding energies and really bring some peace there. I think you have all the support you need. I think there's transformation here. I think this whole situation between you and the person that you're in this connection with is very loving. It's very from the heart. Just each of you has some things to work on right now. And that's okay. This is just, there's certain energies you need to close out, certain energies they need to close out, and then this relationship itself gets revolutionized, right? All right, Saggy, thank you so much for joining this reading today. It was my pleasure to do it, and I can't wait to see you next time.